We all do crazy things sometimes, especially for love. I thought I knew my grandma. Now I'm terrified of her. Watch your step. You're walking through the doors to the abyss. My parents dropped me off at my grandma's house on the first weekend of every month. It was boring, sure, but it made them happy, and it made her happy. I did chores when I went there, mowed the lawn, fixed little things around the house. Things she couldn't really do at her age. I never minded. And after dinner, she'd let me play her old video games on a console as a reward. Over the years, the guest room slowly became my room. The house was small, 1 story, 3 bedrooms, and a basement. The backyard had a little gate that led into a patch of woods with a creek. On Sundays, I'd catch frogs and build little forts out of fallen branches. I knew the house like it was the back of my hand, except for one room. Directly across from mine, it was always locked. The first time I asked about it, my grandma just smiled. "Don't go in there." That was it. I asked my dad once. He went quiet and told me to listen to her. So I did. Until recently. The last time I stayed there, the leaves had already fallen. I raked all day. My grandma seemed off. Not angry, just distracted. That night, she told me we were going to bed early. Around midnight, I woke up. I heard something in the hallway. A faint laugh. I walked up to my door and quietly opened it. The locked room across from me was open. I saw my grandma sitting on the floor, holding a rubber ball. She was crying. Then I heard it. A voice. "Let me go." My grandma rocked slightly and whispered, "You know I can't. Mommy loves you." I shut my door and jumped back into bed, pretending to sleep. A moment later, my door creaked open. She said my name softly. I didn't move, and the door closed, but I stayed awake. I kept hearing footsteps back and forth across the hallway. Around 1 a.m., I got up again. The room across from me was slightly open. My grandma's bedroom door was closed. I decided to step into the hallway. Inside the forbidden room, I saw an old bed, a toy box, and a desk with papers and pencils. It looked all untouched, and still lived in. Then footsteps, not in the hallway, but inside the room. I went back to bed immediately, and my door opened again. I felt someone staring at me, not breathing, just watching. I didn't look. Around 3 a.m., I heard a whisper right next to my bed. "Hello." My eyes snapped open. That was not my grandma. It sounded like a boy, close to my age. I should have been terrified, but I wasn't. I felt sad. curious. Did my dad have a brother? I had to know. I walked back into the hallway. The room was wide open, dark, and a rubber ball rolled out and tapped my foot, like it was aimed. I looked up. A boy doll sat in a wooden chair. No facial features, blank fabric head, old stitched overalls, homemade. Its head hung forward, lifeless. I whispered, "Who are you?" Then from behind me, a faint whisper. "Can I come in?" The next morning, my grandma was furious. She grabbed my shoulders harder than she ever had before. Her voice trembled. "Where did he go?" I never told my parents. I never went back. And my dad is still an only child. At least, that's what I was told. Thank you for walking through the doors to the abyss with me. If you like these scary stories, like, comment, and subscribe. My doors are always open. Dreams are timeless. Why wake up?